This video is sponsored and approved by Bartleby.
Drink iced coffee, panic attack. Drink iced coffee, panic attack. Panic attack. Panic attack.
I literally forgot that I had an in-person class today because I'm so used to waking up 5 minutes before, rolling out of bed and hopping on Zoom that I set my alarm for doing just that. So thank God for my overwhelming feeling of stress every time a new week of school starts for waking me up bright and early. Mondays are by far my busiest days actually, but I wanted to vlog today because I have my only in-person class today. And yes, this is my only other human interaction besides talking to my roommates and boyfriend for the entire week, a whole 1 hour. Actually, it's 50 minutes. In addition to my in-person class that I'm getting ready for, which is actually English, I kind of have another class on Mondays, but not really because it's asynchronous, which means that it reoccurs kind of on my own time. I can choose when it happens. It doesn't have to happen at the same time, if you didn't know what asynchronous meant. Sydney's SAT word of the day, asynchronous, happening not synchronously. Normally I like to hold myself accountable and just do the asynchronous class at the same time every day, but my professor doesn't love to post the lecture videos on time, so sometimes I can't, so that will be a fun, wild journey for later. And then immediately following that, I have a class that is 2 hours long. Then it only gets better because after I suffer along online for 2 hours of material that I already know, then I have to go to a leadership meeting for another hour. Basically, I just spend my entire life on the internet except for this 50-minute slate of time that I have once a week on Mondays that we are about to go to and have a great time, even though this class is super boring.
Chug, chug,
you got this.
chug.
You got this.
Reminds me of the good old days in college. We're working on a group project. Just kidding. For once I actually got like normal people in my group. There are these 2 girls and they're super nice. They're roommates. 10 out of 10. Except yesterday they both texted me and were like, by the way, we're not going to be in English tomorrow because our roommate has the spicy flu. We're totally going home after this week. If we even make it through the week.
Oh my god. Hi.
Did I mention that I'm pretty stoked to work with Bartleby on this video? No? We'll get to that later. This building is like completely dead. I'm the only person here. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to English, try to get a couple clips while I'm there, but I'm not really sure. Don't want to weird anyone out, so we'll see.
Especially for the final report, I will be reminding you to check in with each other.
Class was good actually. We had to meet with our group during class, but like on Zoom, and we just discovered that we're like on our shit. So we're ahead of the game, and I discovered that both of them are negative, so yay. Right now I'm just walking to meet the blurry boyfriend for some food. Check this out. Nice. Lunch haul on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Lunch haul. Woo! I got this delectable chicken sandwich.
What she got, except with cheddar bacon barbecue.
Hope you enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed our haul. Instead of doing the videos, since they're not posted, I guess I will make my updated to-do list. Do my English, my pack-back questions. Submit the edited version of this video to its sponsor to get approved. Speaking of which, did I mention this video is sponsored? Dope transition. Welcome to my floor where an alarming amount of homework happens. But that homework could happen even more effectively with Bartleby. Bartleby has a fat library, like fat with a PH, fatter than Kim Kardashian's, you know. And not to mention, Bartleby also has textbook step-by-step solutions so that if you have any questions that your professors cannot answer, which is very frequently, surprisingly, even though they're literally paid for that, check out Bartleby. Experts are available to chat and answer questions 24/7, which is really great for someone who starts their homework at midnight. Not saying I do that or anything, but this way you don't have to contemplate emailing your professor at 2 in the morning and can instead talk to an expert and get that solution right away, whereas the professor probably won't email back for several days, if ever. For only $9.99 a month, you get unlimited access to those step-by-step textbook solutions and that virtual library, but then on top of that, you also get 30 questions that you can use to personally ask whatever it may be, and an expert will respond to them. And y'all already know I have that hookup, so try Bartleby Learn today and ask 5 homework questions for free in 30 days. Just visit www.getbartleby.com/sidlearn. Do it. I love it. You'll love it. Blech. I also need to plan my Thon meeting. I am actually the president of my little Thon organization, so I'm kind of in charge of coming up with the content for meetings and then also presenting at those meetings. And I'm kind of nervous just because there's a lot of new people that we got this year, which is great, but then also I have to try to interact with them in a non-boring way over Zoom, which, like, how do you do that? Oh yeah, I also need to distribute all those polos. But I'm not sure how I'm supposed to do that when everyone lives in a different apartment building and we need to maintain social distancing and everything, because I'm not about to be a little delivery driver. Hey, it's me, Sydney. Here's our polo. I would say I have a solid start on planning out what I need to do this week. Obviously, this list will grow as I learn more about different assignments and as, like, random meetings and stuff come up. Oh. Waiting for a wave of motivation. I don't want to do anything. Boredom. I'm back and I've decided I should probably clean my room because it looks like someone spends 24 of the 24 hours in a day in this specific room, laying on her bed, eating Doritos and chilling under a blanket, thinking about how Zoom University is probably the worst thing that's happened to her in a while. Well, like, since her trauma senior year, but no one else should have to know that that is the exact scenario that I'm in. So let's clean it.
الحمار
Bye, good luck at class. Mommy loves you. See you later. Emily and I are actually in the same class that starts in 20 minutes, but for whatever reason, like, a few select people that weren't me got to go and have their class in the business building, but, like, socially distanced. So she asked if I could drive her, and I was like, yeah, of course, because no one wants to get back sweat from hiking it up the mountain that is Penn State's campus to get to the business building. But we had to take Emily's car because I don't have a car on campus. And things were all good and well, you know, drove it there, drove it back, no issues, until I went to walk away and the panic alarm went off. This went on for 2.5 minutes, so obviously the neighbors were not very happy with me, and 3 different buildings surrounding the parking lot where this car is opened their windows and started screaming at me. So here I am in the parking lot with Emily's big key ring on my wrist and a car that isn't mine that's being so freaking loud with mace I don't know how to use and a monogram that isn't mine, clicking every single button on these keys and nothing is happening. It's not working because then you do not press the button. Needless to say, that was horrible, atrociously embarrassing, something I really did not need for my day. But eventually it turned off. I think the car was just so upset with me and realized that I was so idiotic while I was hitting every single button that it wasn't actually being stolen. I'm just stupid. Nothing like multiple frat bros to ruin your mood. And you know what can only make it worse? The fact that I now have a 2-hour class to attend. And to make matters worse, I just remembered that I have to wear nicer clothes to class because
it's a professional setting and I'm in business.
They're not going to see my lower half. I will check in with you whenever it's done. And whenever I live down that horrifying experience that I can't get out of my head where everyone was just screaming at me as I tried to turn off the panic button. But hopefully before then, because that could be like several years before I lived that down. I know those 3 hours of Zoom class and meeting kind of just flew by and were like 20 seconds for you, but they were 3 hours, 3 painful hours for me. So after that I kind of just needed to like de-stress for a hot second, and Chef Taylor, my beautiful roommate, she made Kraft mac and cheese, the finest cuisine in this apartment, and let me eat her leftovers, so that was dope. It is 8 p.m. on the dot, and I need to get rolling on my English project. I did some good work on my English project, and now I'm just gonna work out. I'm literally only gonna do like a 20-minute workout. I've been doing a lot of Sydney Cummings or Pamela Reif workouts. I really like the Sydney ones. Pamela kind of like intimidates me, not gonna lie. Her abs are just so concrete, and she doesn't talk, and she's just super pretty and stares at you like. My Apple Watch keeps yelling at me like, you closed no rings yesterday, let's try to close one today. And I'm like, listen, I'm trying. That was good and bad, but good. For those curious, it was a little over 21 minutes, 174 active calories and 200 total calories. I am going to go shower because I'm not liking what I am sensing here. But that's all that I have for today's vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to check out Bartleby, give the video a thumbs up, and follow me on all of my social media. Oh my god. As if I could say that so fast without taking a breath after just doing cardio. I hope you guys are doing okay with online classes. I know they suck. And see you in the next one. Bye.